I don't even know where to start from. Let the calculations begin, I guess, because now Ghana have it all to do in their final game versus Guinea, who won today versus Congo. Guinea can qualify with a draw because the goal difference for the Ghana Black Meteors is so abysmal. It was a game to forget. From start to finish, the Ghana Black Meteors were all over the place, found wanting in all aspects of the game. This was a game many touted as the biggest test for coach Ibrahim Tanko and the Black Meteors. Tanko went into the game knowing very well that this would be their toughest test and he should come really prepared. He said they had learned their lessons from 2019, but apparently not so well. We'll review the game as it happened. The Ghana Black Meteors were giving a footballing lesson by Morocco, and 5-1 did not do justice to the Moroccans. It could have been more. VAR decisions, so many issues. Probably some would say Ghana would have gone into the halftime at 3-2 down, but it was a game in which the Black Meteors did themselves a lot of harm. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So Ghana went into this game knowing clearly what needed to be done. Draw, win, and then you could go into the last game with 1 foot in the semi-final. Now, as it stands, this is what it looks like. Ghana have a negative goal difference, essentially. -3. Guinea are in second after their win today, and Morocco are already through to the semi-final. The Black Meteors head coach in his pre-match presser expressed optimism with his team. Having learned from his mistakes in 2019, he is ready for this. A penalty kick away from qualifying to Tokyo 2020 was all that was lacking for him. You would have thought he would have learned. Well, kudos to him for making that brave move in the lineup, the starting lineup at least. Giving Emmanuel Yeboah a deserved starting bet. 3 changes he made in all, but we know where a problem was in the first game versus Congo. Right back ACL. The right back ACL was not good at all. Is it that he does not try to trust anyone else in that position? Because that was one place which I noticed had a huge issue. Goalkeeping and defense as well, you have to say. For that goal, the 4th one, what was that defender thinking? There was literally very little pressure on him. He could have tashed it out for a corner kick, but he was not well balanced and then decided to kick the ball out. All the goals were really suspect goals which could have easily been avoided. I think the Black Meteors at the start of the game were run ragged by the Moroccan side. They were not able to handle the pressure. They were struggling with the number of players that were running at them. Moroccans were right. The coach, at least, he says he knew the Black Meteors and he knew how to handle them and he knew what to do. He knew, or he had their number, he said essentially, and that their number he clearly had. From start of the game, the Ghana struggled to get a grip hold of the proceedings. It took me until probably the 15th minute to notice Abdul Fattah Isaku, or to see his first touch on the ball. Noama was completely non-existent until the latter stages and the latter stages of the first half. He struggled to get into the game. Morocco ran us ragged and deservedly took the lead in the first half. The first 7 minutes, they got their goal. They went on and pushed harder, and a goal we thought was offside turned out to be onside, and clearly a goal for them. Great for them. And then they put the final nail in our coffin with that 3rd goal. A goal which really was a delight if you're a Moroccan fan. A beautiful play by them. 30 minutes with 3 goals down. Ghana pulled one back, and the talk of a resurgence was on. Abdul Fattah Isaku immediately scored the next one, but it was ruled out because the ball had gone out of play before coming back in. Rightly so. There's VAR now, and it gives us accurate decisions there. It was a game in which many thought after the break we were onto something, but how wrong we were. that fourth goal where the player who should have put the ball out for a corner kick decided he was off balance and just wanted to shoot it out, when clearly that was the wrong decision. Danlad Ibrahim also bombing out of his post at times, a bit too rash. I wouldn't blame him so much because the defensive lap really against him here. Danlad also will take some blame, obviously. The fifth goal came, and it was from after Nuama had played in a free kick, and the resulting corner kick was poorly executed by the Stars, leading to a counter-attack which we could not defend well. 5 goals for Morocco, 1 goal for Ghana. They found the 6th goal, but it was also ruled out offside by VAR. It was a night to forget for the Black Meteors and Ibrahim Tanko, and a humbling and a bringing down to earth by these results. It was a result that Tanko was not expecting. None of us were expecting this. We knew Morocco were good, but looking at their first game, we didn't think they could be drabbing and thrashing us like this. Space was what killed Ghana off in the first 10 minutes, and it was our undoing, as some of the defensive lapses in the first game were not duly addressed. What do you think Ghana needs to do now to make things right versus Guinea? Well, now they have to beat Guinea. That's plain and simple. A draw will not be enough anymore. They have to beat Guinea to make it to the next round, which is the semi-final and Olympic Games qualification, possibly. It is not going to be an easy task. Guinea will be a team that will be difficult to beat. Looking at their 2 games, probably versus Morocco, they did not deserve to lose, but they did lose, and they righted their wrongs and got the points versus Congo. Ghana need to up their game in the last game. A -3 and goal difference means that they have to find a way to beat Guinea outright or get out of the tournament as early as the group stages. Let me know what you think in the comments box. See you guys in the next one. Enjoy your evening.
The stats on target: 9 for Morocco, 5 for Ghana. 32 attempts in total, just underlining how entertaining a game has been. Look at that, 11 corners for Ghana as opposed to Morocco's 4, but obviously the stat that matters is the final scoreline. 5-1 has ended to Morocco. 6 points you can see, and then look at the 2 teams in second on 3 points. 4-3 Guinea, +1 goal difference. Ghana -3 goal difference. Congo out